Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome, and most importantly, TGIF. My name is Justin Jamerson, and I work for the Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development. How does this work? Am I just going to point to you? Okay, there we go. All right. Our mission in Tennessee ECD is to make Tennessee the #1 location in the Southeast for high-quality jobs, and we do that through providing incentives and tax credits and working with businesses to find out what their needs are and connecting them to resources. Some of our companies that you probably know are FedEx, Unilever. Unilever, you may not, you know maybe some of the things they have their hands in, but in Covington, about an hour away from here, they have a facility that's poised to be the #1 ice cream maker in the world. So that's very exciting. CSC Sugar supplies them with the sugar needed for their ice cream, Nissan, Volkswagen, and others. Now, my office is right downtown. We have 9 regional offices throughout the state. Mine is downtown at the corner of Peabody Place and Main. So if you know where Lenny's is, I'm right across the street from Lenny's. Next slide, please. If you're ever in Nashville, we are housed in the Tennessee Tower. You see the Capitol is right in the middle of the screen. To the right is our office. That's the Tennessee Tower, and we are on floors 23, 26, and 27. Next slide, please. Now, I mentioned some larger organizations like FedEx and Unilever, Nissan, Volkswagen, but we know, the state of Tennessee knows that the majority of our companies in Tennessee are small businesses, and the backbone of the nation's economy is small business. And so we have an office of business enterprise and resource. We call that Bureau, pronounced Bureau, and that is out of Nashville, Tennessee. That's headed up by Wisty Pender. You might want to take her contact information down, and then also at the bottom you see our website. But like I said, Bureau is housed in Nashville. Wisty travels around quite a bit to a lot of different locations to talk to people about resources for small businesses. And when she's not available to do that, then I do that sometimes. So that's what I want to do today. I want to talk about some of the resources that are available to you and small businesses. Bureau mainly serves as a voice and an advocate for economic inclusion for our DBEs. Those are disadvantaged businesses. That's what they call it. And when we say that, we mean minority businesses, women-owned businesses, businesses that have not been able to get the resources in the past that they deserve. And so Bureau is an office that helps to sort of bridge those gaps. Next slide, please. All right. Well, when Leslie contacted me about doing this, she wanted me to bring some of the Smart Start guides. The Smart Start guides, I love that bow tie, by the way. I'm sorry to digress, but y'all need to check out this bow tie if you get a chance. But she wanted me to bring some of our Smart Start guides, and this is a Smart Start guide. I brought a lot of those back there. They come from Bureau, and they're made by our marketing department. But when you talk about developing a business, a resource like this is your Bible, okay? It is the thing that you need to have with you throughout the entire process. So, congratulations, you've got a great idea for a business, you know exactly what you want to do, you're ready to get the ball rolling, but you don't know where to go from here. Maybe all you have is your name, maybe all you have is an idea, but you're looking for resources, whether that's funding, whether those are resources that you want to know how to do business with the government, etc., etc. This book is one that will help you do that. Next slide, please. So this book contains a number of resources. Some of those are it gives you info on how to select your business. Maybe you're in that process. Maybe you don't know if you want to buy a business yet or an existing business, or maybe you're wanting to start from scratch. This book will help you there. It'll help you with setting up your business from beginning to end. It will help you create a business plan. It'll help you get the funding resources that you need. It can help you with and give you information about business assistance and training, taxes and insurance, responsibilities and regulations, and more. No pun intended when I say more. Will you go back to that? So this is all in this book. This is a 40,000-foot view of the resources that are available through Bureau. This is a little bit about some of the more detailed information about resources that are available. First, there's technical assistance, and technical assistance comes in a variety of forms, whether that's the Small Business Association, business development centers, accelerators, incubators, etc. And then there are also networks that are available. All of these are federal, state, regional, and local resources that are available to you to help you grow your business. Some of the networks are the chambers and professional organizations. Next slide, please. I like to put up this small business resource map, and it's also a pullout in the Smart Start Guide. But it shows you all of the concentrations of resources throughout the state, places that you can go to help you grow your business. Now you'll notice that right there in the corner of the state where we are in Shelby County, we have a pretty solid concentration of lots of different resources from Bureau, like we talked about, to SCORE, Pathway Lending, accelerators, etc. The only other place that has quite the concentration that we do here in Shelby County is Davidson County, and you know that's where Nashville is. So the same resources, we all know that Nashville is booming right now, so the same resources available in Nashville are available here locally in Memphis. Next slide, please. All right, you'll also find, not in this book, but the website, hopefully you wrote down the web address, which is TNECD/Bureau. You'll find, you can print out a PDF of this Smart Start. Now, this is a great resource because it tells you how to register your business. It takes you from choosing your name through choosing a legal structure, on down to regulations, licenses, employees, and taxes. You can get all the information that you need through this book and through the website. Next slide, please. Now, part of the resources that are available on the website are not only just the PDFs that you saw there, not only just the resources, maps and things like that, but also resources to get you the capital that you need to develop your business. And when we say capital, we talk about money, everybody gets excited. So, we have programs that are state-sponsored like Tinvesco, and Tinvesco is a venture capital type program that uses a competitive process to transform businesses in Tennessee. And maybe you've heard of things like this. We have, and you'll see it in the slide later on. When we talk about competitive processes, things like the accelerator, the 0 to 510, if you've heard about that, it provides a competitive process to, pick the most unique ideas, the ones that have the most promise, and helps to fund those and get those to the next level. Now, the goals of Tinvesco is to develop Tennessee's entrepreneurial infrastructure, bring additional capital into the state, diversify the state's economy, and create anchors and clusters of business innovation. Next slide, please. There's also Launch Tennessee. It's a public-private partnership focused on supporting the development of high-growth and lifestyle companies in Tennessee. Next slide, please. Now, Launch Tennessee manages a number of different programs. The regional accelerator programs, which I talked about a second ago, and you'll see another slide. The Insight Fund, Co-Starters, 3686 Innovation Conference just happened, I believe, about a month ago, but it's a great conference that brings a lot of business leaders, entrepreneurs together so that they can discuss ideas and ways to grow business. And then specialist programs. So I talked about a little bit about accelerators. I mentioned the 0 to 510 accelerator, but there are 9 accelerators throughout the state, and we here in Shelby County have 2 of those. Next slide, please. 2 of those that we have in Memphis specifically are 0 to 510. That is Medical Device Accelerator. That's a really, really interesting conference. If you've never been, it is a conference that showcases some great inventions in medical device. So if you're in the medical device industry at all, or if you have ideas about that, then that would be something for you to look into. And then also, I'm sure that you've heard of StartCo. If you've not heard of StartCo, they're a wonderful organization and accelerator to help you take your business from the idea stage onto the development stage and further growth. Next slide, please. The Insight Fund, which I mentioned, which is managed by Tennessee. You go back, there we go, Launch Tennessee, managed by Launch Tennessee, excuse me. It is a venture capital program that was created in 2011, and that uses federal funding to the tune of $29.7 million to help businesses, and then also Co-Starters, which is a 9-week program that helps aspiring and also seasoned entrepreneurs. So no matter where you are in the process of developing your business, there are resources that are available to you to help your business grow. Now I see that they're passing out some of the Smart Start guides, and I used to be a teacher once upon a time, a 4th grade teacher, and this I know, that when you start handing out stuff in the middle of the presentation, then all of the attention goes on to what was handed out. So that's fine, look through it, make sure you do that, but I got a couple more slides and we will get through those. You can take a look at those. I want you to pay attention to these things so that you'll know what the Smart Start Guide is as you move forward along your journey. Go ahead, please. All right, now you've got your business, let's say you got your business started, things are going great, you've decided on your name, you've registered your business, everything is rolling along, it's a few years from now, and you're ready to really start creating lots of jobs. Okay? You're ready to start hiring 25, 30 employees. You're ready to invest major CapEx into your company, and that's where I come in. What I do day to day, like I said, is I manage and I work with companies that are existing businesses or recruitment of companies to come to the state that are ready to create 25 or more jobs and invest $500,000 in business in the state of Tennessee. This outlines some of the incentives and the tax credits that are available to companies that are ready to do that. The first is our Economic Development Fund, and that is a grant. All of these grants are discretionary, by the way, so it goes to our loan committee, loan and grant committee in Nashville. They look over the application, and then they decide how much of a grant to award. The first is the Economic Development Grant, and that's provided to local communities to reimburse for expenditures. Now, typically, those grants are awarded to our companies in our smaller, more rural communities, ones that really need to experience economic growth, and that grant helps them do that. And then land companies such as Unilever's or Volkswagen. Our most popular one is our Job Training Assistance Program, and that's one that I talk to a lot of different companies about. When a company is ready to create 25 jobs, or they say, you know what, we need to bring on more people, then we will put together or talk to them about what it would look like or what they would need to do in order to gain access to our Job Training Assistance Program. That is a grant that provides companies with the funding that they need to train their employees. Now, we always say the state doesn't want to be in your business. They don't care how you train your employees or who trains your employees. We just want to boast well-trained employees in the state of Tennessee and high-quality jobs. And then finally, we have our Infrastructure Development Program, which is tied to a pilots, payment in lieu of taxes. Those are properties that are owned by the city. And so this helps to update public infrastructure. So whether those are light poles or road access, things like that, that are going to remain a part of the public in Memphis, Shelby County, Tennessee infrastructure, we help with that as well. Next slide, please. On the other side are our tax credits, and those are not discretionary tax credits. You get for creating the jobs in Tennessee, 25 jobs, $500,000 investments, and you can receive credits on your employees that you hire, $4,500 per employee, which carries forward for 15 years. So say you hire 25 people in 2015, in 2016 you'll start receiving a tax credit for each one of those people. to the tune of $4,500, and that carries forward for 15 years. There's an industrial machinery tax credit that's tied to higher capital investment, but that can help you get money back on the purchase of or the third-party installation of qualified industrial machinery. And then finally, there's our sales and use tax exemptions, and they are, all of these, the majority of these are for industry that is manufacturing, call centers, data centers, and also headquarters. And like Alanda said earlier, you know, we're trying to do things that have a significant impact in the community, and so that's what these grants and tax credits are for. All of these projects are ones, and we look for projects that are gonna have significant impact in our community, whether that is infrastructural impact, whether that is impact on the number of jobs created, getting people working, thus changing communities.
Justin,
Yes.
on the job tax credit, is it tied to the salary of the employee at all?
Yes, that's part of what we look at are the, like I said, the capital investment, number of jobs, but we also look at the benefits and the wages. Wages are important. Next slide. That's all that I have. I have 4 minutes left, so I figured that we would be able to, I'll open it up for questions. You already got the ball rolling, so if you have any other questions, I can answer a few. I think everybody's got a Smart Start, and I also brought business cards, so if you would like to get my card, like I said, I'm here locally. Feel free to call or email me at any time. Questions? Yes, sir.
How do we get to people other than they just call you?
Yep, call me, send me an email, something like that.
Has Coast Guard actually started, or is that a program that we're in development now?
I believe it started. I have to do more. I have to dig into that a little bit more. Talk to Wisty. And like I said, if you got her email, if you wrote her email down from this, and it's still up here, she's the person that really knows about all the ins and outs of all of these programs. Any other questions? Going once? Going twice? All right. Thank you for your time. I'm Justin Jamerson. I have business cards. Please come see me. And thank you for having me.